today's destination is TBD. The weather forecast is calling for significant winds, gusting up to about 35 miles an hour. So hard to say where I'm going to get to, but I'm going to go ahead and get on the water now. The winds are probably right around 5 to 10, which are manageable. The next town will be Clayton, Iowa, at which time I'll make a weather call. And if I have to do what I did yesterday, which was kind of just chill out during the afternoon and then get back on around 5 and get some evening paddling in, then that might be the plan. My goal is to get at least 17 miles today. Let's see if we can get that done. All right, let's paddle. I just did a quick stop in Clayton, Iowa. Popped into Bill's boat landing and had some breakfast and a cup of coffee. Took about 30 minutes. The wind seems to be dying down a little bit, so I'm gonna get back on the river and see if I can make Gutenberg before the wind picks up later this afternoon. Well, it's midday and the wind has picked up significantly. I would say it's definitely gusting to about 25 right now. I was about halfway across, struggling to try to get to this little island before I got pushed into the rocks, which are on the other side. So I'm gonna go ahead and hang out here on this island probably for about 2 or 3 hours if it's like yesterday, and then I'll get back on river once the wind dies down, or at least the gusts subside, which is what is forecasted to do as the day goes on. Okay, taking a weather break. I'm on this little spit of sand, and for whatever reason it seems to be attracting some boat traffic. So 2 pontoons and a pleasure boat gonna roll up and share the spit with me. It looks like the wind has started to subside. It's around 5 p.m. so this was about the same time yesterday that the conditions got more favorable. The gusts have definitely died down. So I'm gonna get back on the water here. I've got about 7 miles to Gutenberg, and from there we'll see if I can make it down to a primitive campsite at river mile 611. In the meantime, I did debate whether to stay on the main channel or take this little slough that's off to the left. Both get me to the same spot, but I'm starting to favor the slough just because it's gonna get me out of the waves and chop that's going to be on the main channel from the boaters. So let's paddle. Well, I'm walking the boat across the slough. Who would have thought that there'd be a sandbar right in the middle? There we go. All right, hopefully I can get under motion again. Well, it's starting to get dark. My goal is to make it through the lock, and then there is supposed to be a really good sandbar at river mile 611. That's the goal. The weather is supposed to come in tonight, so I need to try to make it as far as I can. And then we'll kind of deal with how tomorrow shakes out. In addition to the rain, it's supposed to drop 15 degrees in temperature. So that's going to be fun. Oh, hit a sandbar again. Come on. I'm trying to get out of the slough right now and get back on the main channel. So right now, it's pretty dark out. I am about 2 miles out from lot 10. It's all nice and bright in here. Well, it's about 10 o'clock and I finally made it into camp. I had the option to camp or really push for another 10 miles. The water conditions were most excellent, no wind, but 10 miles would have put me after midnight-ish, and the campsite that was highlighted on the guide didn't sound optimal, we'll say. In addition, I was following the weather report and it looks like the rain's gonna land about midnight, and there'll be an increase in winds. So what look like good conditions now could really turn crappy in the next 3 hours. So I opted to pull off versus push on. So that leaves me 30 miles roughly to Dubuque, Iowa, and with the rain coming in, I don't know that I can make that in one push. So I'll figure out tomorrow what the next steps are going to be.